What is going on, guys? We have a little NBA draft. John, please stop fucking repeating me. Welcome back, guys. If you listen to the pod, you heard us talking about at the end, talking about this video. And now we're doing this video now. Now we're recording it right now, the day after, just like we said we would.
Yes. We're doing the 2023 mock draft. The draft is on Thursday.
It's 2 days. It's 2 days away, technically.
So
it just
annoying.
turned Tuesday.
Oh, that means the pod comes out tomorrow.
I don't know.
Then the day after is when this comes out. It's so annoying.
Oh, well.
We had some technical difficulties.
After a year, it was perfectly fine, and then just fucked up after a little bit. But oh well. What are you going to do?
Yeah. So we're going to go through the lottery, 1 through 14. Neither of us did trades, because I feel like that is beyond our scale right now.
It throws me off way too much.
Yes. And the one trade I did, Bass hated me for.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I liked it.
Whatever.
But I'm not even gonna bring it up.
Yeah, there's no point to bring it up because it was really bad. I don't think people would agree with whatever.
I think they would. I don't think it's that bad of a.
I think you should bring it up now that you're.
No. You think it's so bad?
It's fine. That's fine.
If you guys want to hear the trade, let us know.
Yeah, let John know.
Because I think it's not that bad. First pick.
I'm on the opposite end. We don't have to say. I'm not even gonna say his name. Amani Bates. Spurs go Amani Bates. Yeah, I mean,
it's
if I was
the obvious pick.
If I was if I just graduated high school again, yeah, Amani Bates would probably be he'd probably be on my big board for sure. Number one.
Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, there's not a lot of explanation. Obviously,
you guys know.
No brainer. You know who he is. Yeah, GOAT.
Yeah.
Easy. Next Tim Duncan. Next. Yeah. Said that in like 17 pods ago. Remember? I still have that vivid memory being like, oh, what if he gets coached by Pop? And it happened. It fucking happened. So yeah, Victor Wemby. Shout out Broly.
Number 2, I think our pick. Some people may consider controversial, and I understand that standpoint.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But we both have Brandon Miller.
Little Brandon Miller. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My mindset with this was, I understand Scoot would be the number 1 pick in any other year if there wasn't a generational Victor.
Yeah, if Victor doesn't exist. Yeah.
But it's just the idea of having 2 could be possibly generational point guards that
need the ball. I think they need. Scoot Henderson needs the ball in his hand to be productive.
And you're not going to move either one to the 2. And
it wouldn't be good. I don't think it would look good, though.
Unless you're getting value, which we're not taking trades into account here. Unless, I don't know. If there's a trade out there that allows the Hornets to get something that more fits what they want. Not what they want, but more fits their team.
Yeah, fits the team needs, for sure.
I think they should take that because I don't think it's... I don't know. My mind is not the best to force something that could down the road hurt your team
impede, LaMelo.
Yeah. There's a world where they draft Scoot here and LaMelo's like a year or 2 from now, like, I don't want to fucking be in Charlotte.
Yeah, because Scoot's their guy or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I think Brandon Miller just obviously fits better. I saw he did a little thing with, Through the Wire did a bunch of things with a bunch of rookies. Mm-hmm. He said he modeled his game after Paul George.
I like that.
So he wants to be a Paul George light, essentially. Maybe someday be better than him, but I think his skill set fits. This is just more of a fit pick more than just overall talent. Still think he's super talented. I feel like some people might be weirded out because he did have not the best March Madness performance. Mm-hmm. Didn't really shoot the best, but I just think overall the skill set is there. He's a plus defender, can shoot the ball well. So,
and if you guys are doing a mock draft or you guys have looked into it and you take Scoot second, I completely understand that.
Yeah, I don't see a problem.
If you're going off just purely who's the best player,
strictly off talent, yeah.
then Scoot should be going second.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't know, just it wouldn't sit right with me if I was the Hornets GM to take Scoot second.
Just because, yeah.
And
you have LaMelo. You already
yeah.
have LaMelo. You already have a good guard. So, yeah, not really seeing it. I mean, I see it, but
and
yeah, no.
obviously we're taking Scoot third.
Yeah.
And I can understand if someone takes our argument of you already have LaMelo. Well, you already got Dame.
You already have Avery Simons.
How long is Dame going to be there?
We don't know. There's a lot of talks of him.
He's
going.
already he's listed the locations he wants to go.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, if he were to ask for a trade,
it seems like he wants his foot is halfway out the door already.
Yeah.
He's kind of, and I really hope he does leave. I pray to God that Damian Lillard leaves fucking Portland. Go play for the Heat. I would love to see him at the Heat. Go play there.
It's a very different timeline.
It is. Yeah.
Dame, if he stays in Portland, he's not going to be playing too many more years after this. Was he 33, 34?
I don't know his exact age, but I know he's getting up there.
I mean
He's getting up there. Quick Damian Lillard search. I didn't know. I thought he was 32.
32.
Okay. Damn.
Birthday in
Straight on.
birthday's in July. So
so he's going to be 33 by the time the season starts. So,
but that being said, at the end of his playing career, and hypothetically, just 3 more years, is he still going to want to be that guy in Portland that is going to, at 35 years old, be like, I'm taking Portland?
Still, yeah, he's sticking to the grind.
Everyone around that age, unless you're like Kobe or those once in a lifetime guys that stay with them forever.
Well, not Brown, but
yeah, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, just longevity.
He's gonna go ring chasing.
Understandable though, because he stayed to the grind his whole fucking
he did what
life.
He could.
So just please go somewhere else, dude.
And for Scoot, I mean, it's a great person to fucking be under the wing of. It's fucking Dame Lillard.
If he can learn, I mean, again, I saw Scoot was training with Steph Curry, so if he can get there, and then Dame's okay, yeah, because I feel like that's one of the bigger holes in Scoot's game is there's the 3-point percentage and whatever, and just his ability to shoot the ball. So you're learning from arguably in current NBA the second best shooter, but all time he's up there. He's easily a top 5 for sure, potentially even top 3 shooting.
Yeah.
The argument is there.
4.
Number 4.
The Rockets.
I think we have the same, right?
Yes. Amen Thompson.
Amen Thompson, one of the Thompson twins.
Yes. I tried very hard to convince myself that Cam Whitmore was the pick for the Rockets here.
Because it makes sense, but
the depth for...
Yeah, PG is just not... Yeah,
it's terrible.
They need something there.
It's just I just like Ty, and everyone else there is terrible.
Yeah.
Being on a little bit of Rockets Twitter last year and just seeing how bad Knicks was. I forget his first name. Just Deshaun.
I think it is Deshaun.
I know it starts with a D.
I don't know. It may be Deshaun.
And everyone on Rockets Twitter hating him and seeing clips of people being like, "Bro, why is this guy?
Why is he playing?"
And being "Yeah,
understandable.
Terrible.
Understandable."
So, as it's a pretty clear pick, and with the small forward depth with KPJ, Jay Sean, there are people that can play the 3. Tari could move over to the 3.
Yeah, they have bodies that could.
It's just a glaring hole at point guard that needs to be filled here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like him a lot, but I think it'll be a good pick for the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that I hope there's a culture change. I don't know how it's going to happen. Maybe Ime is going to try to change the culture. I don't know. He's a good coach, but, I don't know. But it's just the Rockets being kind of just... You just see... obviously, Jalen Green's a very talented guy, but you see how the brand of basketball they're playing. And if he goes there and is just free reign, then it's does he ever progress as a player, or is he just Kevin Porter Jr. just like spam and just not doing anything. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully they yeah. Number 5, Johnny, you got number 5.
I have the man I just talked about, Cam Whitmore.
Villanova guy.
I think the Pistons are very well set up for the future, depending on health, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hole that was there. You know, you got Cade at the 1,
Mm-hmm.
Ivy at the 2, like future-wise.
Yeah, future-wise, they're good, yeah.
Duran, you're not going to make him play a 4. But Bagley looked good last year. Bagley could be the 4.
In my pick, they're not going to need it for him.
And Duran and Wiseman at the 5.
Yeah, they got bigs.
But Duran is clearly the better player.
Duran is clearly, he's a grown man at like 19 years old.
Yes.
But yeah.
So I just think the fits well, and Cam's just, I mean, of course, we're at the top of the draft, so everyone here's a great player.
He's a great player, yeah,
so,
regardless, yeah.
I think it fits a little bit better for me.
Okay. I see that, but I have the Pistons taking Jarvis Walker. Not too crazy. I think he's a big-bodied man, little 6'6" guy. Good 7'2" wingspan. But he I don't know. He's like athletic, but he's also just like a big dude. He's just big-bodied.
A wide gentleman.
Yeah, and I saw on NBA Draft Room they're saying he'd pair with Duran very well. Just two grown men, just holding down the paint.
I mean, if he does, then I will also love him.
I don't think it. And I know he shot 41% on catch and shoot looks, but he's the same guy that had the crazy percentage jump from like his prior college season. It was like 29%. I don't know. It was like really bad percentage on catch and shoot, and then
just
he went up to 41. Shit. So, the biggest thing for me on him is he going to be able to keep that 41% on catch and shoot? Because he's definitely going to get open because they have bucket getters at Detroit. So, I think if he is as good defensively as I think he can be, I think he fits very well with everything that's going on.
And the paint's just locked down for years to go.
Yeah, but I think either way...
years to come, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who they really pick, I feel like, either Jarvis or Cam, but I think both of those guys... I think those are ideally... I feel like they definitely need a forward, not a four, but like a forward in general, just a good wing type guy, and I think both of those guys are very good. I think Jarvis is probably a little better defensively, but I think I take Cam's, like... offense more, but yeah.
At 6, I'm realizing I messed up my draft a little bit.
John messed up his draft a little bit.
Considering who I have the Magic taking at 6 on 11. It's a little weird.
Kind of seems weird, huh? Okay.
But I don't care. I'm sticking with it.
John's sticking with it.
I didn't know where else to put him, and the shooting guard depth for the Magic is fine if you're a Gary Harris fan.
It's all right. It's not ideal. It's all right though.
I have the other Thompson brother going here.
Fair enough. Asar, yeah.
I mean, the Magic like they're tall gentlemen, and I think you can. Is Thompson good? Guys, I literally did no research. Remember, if you listen to the last pod, I said what I was going to. I listened to 2 podcasts today at work, which was very busy, so I really did not pay attention.
Not comprehending a lot, yeah.
So I think
he's a really good athlete. Like he is like insane. Like his brother was talking about him. He's extremely twitchy. Like if you can describe a player of twitchy, if you watch him, like bro is.
He always has that first step.
He has a crazy. Like I didn't believe like the twitch because you don't really hear that a lot when you're describing people. But then the way I don't know his first step and like his like the hezzies, like that shit is.
Well,
it's quite good. It's quite good.
With the progression of Markelle Fultz last year, and if I think he's up for free agency this year, if the Magic take him, that's a great front court. You got a great passing, scoring option in Fultz and Mr. Thompson.
Yeah. Shout out to the Thompson twin though. Shout out the guys. I have the Magic taking John's guy, Cam Whitmore. that he had going a pick before.
That's solid. I'm not against that.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a athletic dude, 6'6", but can also shoot the ball pretty okay. I don't know. I kind of like him on the Magic. Excuse me. Sorry. NBA ready frame. I don't know. I really don't have much to say about bro other than I like what I saw from the draft stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Cam Whitmore going to the Magic. Yes.
At 7, the Pacers. I have who Bass had that the Pistons were taking, Mr. Walker.
Mr. Walker.
When your main power forward is Jalen Smith, if he falls to 7, there's no doubt that they.
Yeah, no, that'd be a great pick for them if he falls. Yeah, for sure. That'd be a no-brainer because I really thought Jalen Smith. I thought he had good upside.
Yeah,
I really
he looked
thought
good
he
the year
did.
before, but
I really thought and then he just nothing. Very disappointing.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
So, I mean, there's just not a lot of other options that I'm like the Pacers really, really need. Like you got a solid shooting guard, small forward, and Bandic Matherin. You're not really touching point guard, unless you need to, unless you're Bass.
Yeah, you're me. Because T.J. McConnell, I love him, but I could.
And center, you have Miles Turner locked up for a while. So I'm drafting more on fit with this draft, I think. So I think Walker fits very well in the Pacers.
I get that. I don't know how to say this guy's last name, but Jalen Hood. Not even gonna try to attempt it.
Scafino.
Yes, yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, sure. Again, he's another guy. I like big guards. He's a 6'6" guard. So I like his ability to play make, and I like his defensive versatility because, again, he's just a bigger dude, so he's going to have no problem really guarding 1s and 2s. And that's all I really have. Again, guys, this is very ill-prepared, but...
We had so much time now. Like, this is all on us.
Yeah, no, it's literally just all on us. Yeah, before I knew the draft was like coming out, I was like, oh, shit.
And even then, I was like, I'll get to it.
Yeah,
I'll get to it.
I never got to it.
I'll get to it. And then I was like, oh, Bass, we should do the draft on Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, number...
Yeah, talented
8.
passer. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll take it.
So I did 2 mock drafts I've been kind of looking at. And for this pick, I think I'm going to stick with my first one, and Anthony Black.
Anthony Black, okay.
From the College of Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Tall guard.
Another big guard. Another 6. Yeah. He's almost 6'6". Almost 6'6".
With Beal gone, you're just adding whatever you can.
Yeah.
You got to start with the front court. I always forget front court and back court, which is which.
Front court is like forwards. Back court is PG.
I always get it wrong. Your guard play.
Because you would think front court, but then no.
You need to get better guard play with Beal gone, because I mean they're not keeping Chris Paul.
Well, actually, no. I saw a report that they're not like Wizards in no hurry to buy out Chris Paul.
They're not going to buy him out. I think there are definitely teams out there that want Chris Paul.
But somebody's going to trade for him.
Yeah,
we'll take a chance on Chris Paul. Sure.
What if the Magic do and they move up from 8 to 6?
Maybe they do.
What if
maybe
the Rockets want him?
And
get a better culture.
They're trading the 4th overall pick for Chris Paul.
Chris Paul in the 8th. And second rounder.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. And Monty Morris.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
And DeLon Wright.
Sure.
Tall guard, good pass. You need it.
Okay.
Go Wiz.
Yeah. I have the Wizards taking John's last pick, Asar Thompson. And basically the same thing I said. He has great athleticism, great speed, I would say, and again, you don't have Bradley Beal, so you need some backcourt play.
Yeah.
And if Asar is still here, I think he's a nice little guy. I think he has superstar potential.
Nice little guy.
He's like a nice little guy.
6'7".
Yeah, he's a nice little guy. And then also, I know, shout out Through the Wire, because he said he was a big fan of them. So I actually made me like Asar Thompson more, because I was like, oh, bro, fuck with Through the Wire.
Yeah.
Seemed like a nice guy. So goes to the Wizards kind of feel like he'll have free range because it's the Wizards. They're in a very big rebuilding point, so he'll get to shine there. So, yeah, shout out to Asar.
Number 9. I have Bass's point guard from earlier, Jalen Hood. Insert second part of hyphenated last name.
Shifnino.
Jazz probably need more point guard, shooting guard.
Yeah, I also picked a guard. John's,
Because Walker Kessler, you're not touching anything with that. You're not touching anything with Laurie. Small forward is someone.
Somebody.
Someone's there.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't any small forwards that I was really ready to reach on or take anything above my knowledge level. So I think Jalen was the best pick here.
Also have them taking a guard with Anthony Black. Another big guard, like John said before. But, yeah, I really don't have a lot to say about him. I'm seeing here that he's not a good shooter, but he can slash to the rim very well, and he has good vision. Because he has... Oh, it's actually due to his poor shooting. But he gets the free throw line a lot. Five free throw attempts a game, so that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
And obviously he rebounds well because he's a bigger guard. And I think the Jazz just... I mean, they have guard play, but it's not amazing. So adding a guy like Jalen or Anthony Black, I think, would do them very well.
Number 10, Taylor Hendricks from UCF going to the Mavs. With so much being in the air, with what the guard situation is going to look like off Kyrie, any other moves that Mark
really
Cuban
know.
thinks needs to be done to make Luka actually want to stay there going forward, considering they've won nothing.
Very true.
And I know Bass's pick, and I completely understand that pick. But I don't think that the Mavs are 100% sold on Christian Wood, and isn't he like a free agent?
Yeah, they don't want him. They don't want to bring him back.
So I would rather go a power forward here for the Mavs than Bass's pick. But again, like I said, in terms of need,
it was just need. It was just strictly need. I get this pick a lot because Taylor Hendricks, like John said, he's a good four, but he shoots the ball quite well. So, and it's always nice to have spacers around Luka. So I definitely think that'd be a good pick for them. I think he'll probably be there. We'll see. But I have them taking Derek Lively the second. They needed a big man. Their big man was their backup big man was JaVale McGee. So, he's just
kind of all you really need to say.
That's kind of really all I need to say, yeah. So, I see why John gets us power forward because they don't really like Christian Wood. And they get a guy that's, I guess, Christian Wood-esque. But not really. I wouldn't, he can just shoot kind of like Christian Wood.
Better defensively than
I would
Christian
say, yeah,
Wood.
definitely has a little more bounce, too, probably. But Derek, he is definitely the best big man in this draft. And he's the only guy that made sense for me for the Mavs. I mean, not only, but they just needed a big man really bad, and he's a average big man. He's they're not gonna need him to do too much when you're playing with Luka, as long as you can just set big body screens. And bro's 7'2", so I think he'll be able to just block shots and be a good pick and roll guy and a good lob threat. So That is why I picked him for the Mavs pick.
I have now Magic here.
Magic here.
Remember I said a little bit of a oopsie going on with the Seer Thompson. Now with Jet Howard, also shooting guard, also tall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sticking with the Magic like tall dudes. They like to do tall.
Mm-hmm.
Not really fitting the idea of a tall defender.
No.
But he's more along the lines of a Franz where he can shoot.
I think he can shoot, yeah. Shoot quite well.
Shoot quite well. So, if he can bring his defense up, which I think the Magic aren't the worst team defensively, and I think he can.
Yeah, no.
I think he can learn a little bit more of what makes use that big body of his to defend better. I think he would be a good fit for the Magic. Maybe even in calling it now Magic play-in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Another year Apollo, another year just everybody on the team. Wouldn't be surprised. Markel's back. Hey. And especially with these, definitely depends what they do with these draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if they, there's a lot of good guys in the draft.
If
they pick correctly, they're just adding on to the amazing young core that they have. But my 11th pick, John's guy that he just picked before, I have Taylor Hendricks going to the Magic. Basically, the reason John said that he's going to the Mavs. But as you know, the Magic like taller dudes. He's a 6'9" guy. And what I said before, he can space the floor and play good defense. And who doesn't like that in a forward? So keep it short and simple, I think. If the Magic come out of here with Cam Whitmore and Taylor Hendricks, that's a pretty good draft.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all.
Guys, I'm calling it right now.
John's calling it.
My 12th pick is this year's Tari Eason for me. I will
I
follow
like
him intensely.
I like it. He is quite good. Quite good.
Just because, well, really no reason. His name came up on one of the podcasts I was listening to. I thought he sounded cool.
He's tremendous upside.
He's my Tari for this year. Mr. Bilal Koulibaly.
Yeah.
He's a small forward from France.
Mm-hmm. He plays on Victor's team.
Yeah.
He's Victor's teammate.
I'm not as fully convinced as I was with Tari last year, because Tari, I did some good research on Tari.
John knew Tari was going to be that guy. Yeah.
Yes. And I knew that Tari was a dog defensively.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew Tari could shoot the ball if needed, which wasn't really shown that much last year. He wasn't really amazing scoring-wise, but you know Tari can play some defense.
He can play up when need be.
But according to the thing that Bass said earlier, the NBA draft room, they have him going 9.
Yeah, and they're saying he's a versatile defender that just uses his elite athletic tools and freakish length.
Mm.
This guy is he's 6'8", but has a 7'2" wingspan. So he's one of those big wingspan guys. I love a big wingspan guy. And also, it's kind of crazy comparison, but they compare him to a baby Giannis. So whatever team the drafts in, they're getting baby Giannis. But I think
100%.
he has very good upside. It says that he needs to hit his threes a little more, but other than that, they're doing it.
Oh, do you know who Tari went to LSU? Do you know who else also went to or is going to LSU? Baby Gronk.
Baby Gronk?
Yes, after he rizzed up Lizzie.
He did rizz up Lizzie, whatever.
Or Livy.
I think it is Livy.
I think it is Livy.
He ripped up Livy dumb. Yeah. What a crazy guy. I wonder how many LSU championships he'll lead him to.
Guys, leave in the comments how many...
Baby Gronk LSU championship.
Yeah.
Is he Bo Juro? I don't
Only
know.
time will tell.
We'll only see. For my 12th pick for the Thunder... I'm sorry, guys. That just threw me off. I think realistically, I would probably pick John's guy. It just makes more... The more I'm thinking about it, the Thunder kind of like to take a... not like a experimental player, but more just like they like overseas dudes.
They enjoy their projects.
Yeah, exactly. He's definitely a project.
Ones that don't work out, like
Pokuševski. I thought Pokuševski was gonna be that guy, but I don't think. However you say his name, Bilal. Bilal. Yeah, that's more realistic.
Shout out to former Jets running back Bilal Powell.
Okay, shout out Bilal Powell.
Big PPR guy. If you guys are in PPR leagues,
PPR.
every once in a while he catch like 5 or 6 passes for like 60 yards and maybe like rush for 40 and a touchdown.
You'd be like, okay.
Bilal Powell.
Easy. Yeah, I have them picking Gregory Jackson II.
Yes.
Really, the only reason why is the 4 for the thumb, like their 4 position is like not ideal, but I think he has very good size for him being, I believe, 6'8". And yeah, I really don't have much. They're saying that he was the youngest participant. Oh, this is why I liked him, because he just turned like 18.
Oh wow!
Before the draft, so he is extremely young. So
large project.
He has very enormous upside if everything can go well. But yeah, it's just the weaknesses, seeing his shot selection. But yeah, mentality. Well, that's just him being young, and yeah, struggled at the rim. Okay, well, watch out for Gregory Jackson probably going in the 2nd round, realistically. But
yeah, according to NBA Draft Board, he is going to.
Yeah,
but
so realistically,
okay.
He's going 2nd round. But for me, I just took him off of fit, I guess. But realistically, I think they picked John's guy. But yeah.
I'm going to speed through my last 2 picks because I really don't have that much of an opinion on it.
I have like a little bit of Keontae. Yeah, that's really it.
I have Carson Wallace going to the Raptors because point guard. And then I have Derek Lively going 14 to the Pelicans because I don't like Valanciunas.
Yeah.
That's really
that's it.
the
John
long and short
like
of it.
Valanciunas, that's all. I have the Raptors picking Keontae George. Like Keontae George. Don't have a lot to say about him, but I do like him. And obviously they need a guard because Father Fred had left. And I have the Pelicans picking Carson Wallace. Just a nice little gritty defender guy. And yeah, says he's a coach's dream, so he's very coachable. Shout out, bro. And he impacts. He plays winning basketball. He impacts both ends of the floor.
All right, like to
I
hear
wouldn't
it.
see why you wouldn't want that for the Pelicans. And they have Jose Alvarado, but you get a younger Jose Alvarado. Sounds like a plan to me.
Guys, I'd like to apologize. This is not
Yeah,
our
this is
best
bad.
content.
This definitely is really bad content. I would do want to apologize.
I solemnly swear that next year's draft pod.
Yeah, we'll actually have.
This isn't a pod. This is a side video.
This is a side video. Yeah.
But next year it will be a pod. Next year it will be
fully
well
fleshed
thought out.
Yeah.
This is a 2nd year dip.
Because last year, like I knew my shit.
Yeah.
I knew my shit last year.
I got the first 3 picks right.
Exactly. Yeah. John knew. John literally knew the first 3 picks.
Let's all ignore that I said AJ Griffin was going 4 to the Kings.
We don't need to talk about that. We literally don't need to talk about that at all.
But you guys deserve better, and next year you will get better. But don't discount this video.
Yeah, it's still.
We did a little bit of research.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
a tad.
I still kind of feel bad.
I do kind of feel bad because I said for like half the picks, like, oh, I don't really know.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to just like repeat what everybody, whatever. But to end off the video,
does have a little.
I do have a couple guys that I wanted to shout out. First guy I wanted to shout out was Jordan Walsh. Really, the only reason why I'm shouting him out is because he always played very well when I drafted him in 2K, and he was just a very good two-way guy, just a great 3-and-D dude. And, the more research I did on him, that seems like what a lot of people are saying about him. He's just going to be a good... No, he's actually shooting really bad from 3. Tough. But I think defensively he's going to be... I think he's up there as top defender in this draft class. Jordan Walsh, watch out for him. Another guy had Olivier Maxence Prosper. Don't know if I'm definitely not saying that right at all. But what did I see about him? I don't know why I really liked him. Okay, never mind, guys. I don't really know where I was going there with that. I remember seeing him on a couple of draft sleepers. People are saying he's a hyper athletic wing.
Who was this?
This guy, Olivier Maxence Prosper. He's definitely going to be farther down.
They have him at 28.
Okay,
according to NBA Draft Room, a high energy forward with an NBA frame and developing game.
Okay.
Looks ready to play an early role.
Okay. And also heard that he is another just good defender. Just another solid defender. Two more guys left. One dude is Tristan Vukovic. He's just a Serbian guy. And he's going to be the next Jokic. I said that. I saw a thing that he's smooth shooting, big issues with physicality, and then he plays like a poor man Vucevic, which is not ideal, but
that's just right now.
Yeah, that's just right now. And last but not least, used to be former amazing whatever, Amani Bates.
My guy.
The clips I saw a lot of clips of him, and the shots that he was taking, they pained me because like he would try to like cut through a double team, but then not, and then just try to like shoot over it. But it was highlights, so he was hitting the shots, but he's taking like bad quality looks. Like every time he would get doubled, he's he's pulling that bitch every time. So I don't know.
Rockets take him at 4.
Sure, that's fine, but like I am just like genuinely confused about his like, I don't know, his knowledge of like open shots or what. I'm just like confused on that because I still think he does have a lot of potential, and obviously just off the court issues, and then him not playing for a little bit, and then all this other strangeness. Oh, NBA.com has, or not NBA.com, Draft Room have the Spurs picking him. So you go Wemby and Amani Bates, former, top 3 pick back in, a couple years ago, I mean.
Yesterday?
It was literally yesterday. But yeah, what are they saying here? His most powerful athlete, but his shooting is bad. I don't know. Yeah, he specializes scoring the ball, very capable. Inefficient numbers, settling for outside shots. Yeah.
I mean, if he goes to the Spurs,
that's fine.
If someone's gonna get his head straight,
it's gonna be the Spurs. I think that was everybody that I really wanted to mention. John, you got any guys you wanted to?
You know what?
Shout out.
Trace Jackson Davis.
He's on my list as well. I thought about mentioning him. Yeah.
Shout him out one time.
Okay.
Also,
he's also supposed to be a pretty good defender, I believe. This guy's saying he's Jahlil Okafor's post work with Brandon Clark's defense. So
it's not bad.
Not bad. He's an older prospect, but super efficient and physical.
Shout out Isaiah Wong one time.
Okay. Shout out
Isaiah from Miami, Wong. Shooting guard.
Okay.
And Mojave King.
Okay.
That's about it.
I want to shout out Bryce Sensabaugh as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State guy. I want to shout out Brandon Podmazinski from Santa Clara.
That's a good one.
I think he can be a solid shooter in the league. That's about it. Shot like 44% from 3. So I think legitimately he can be a pretty good shooter, but he just had weird hair. He kind of had little dreads, kind of a little funny looking fellow, but I think deep down he can, if he gets everything down, he can be a quite good player.
2 more shout outs.
Okay, 2 more. Okay.
Shout out to Jazian Gortman.
Okay.
Point guard for Overtime Elite.
And
shout out my last name brother, Hunter Tyson.
Knew it. Yep, knew it. I was going to mention him earlier.
Shout out my guy.
John's believe 7th cousin, I
Mhm.
think.
Yep.
We actually contacted him, got the whole family tree worked out, but it's a fun guy. We'll be rooting for him because he's a little cousin of John. I think
Shout out Tiger Campbell one time.
Tiger Campbell. Okay.
Shout out Jorkel Joyner.
Shout out Jordan Hawkins. Shout out Seth Lundy from Penn State. Shout out City Sisk. I don't even know how to say his name, but I like him.
What about Jorkel Joyner?
Seti. I think that's you would say it's Seti. It's SID. Seti.
Shout out Jorkel Joyner one time, bro.
I don't know who Jorkel Joyner is, but
It looks like Jorkel.
this Sid guy, he's a little France guy.
Shout out to Alex Fudge one time.
So yeah, actually shout out to Alex Fudge. I don't know if he's gonna get drafted, but just him, his last name being Fudge would be. Jersey sales would go crazy. Also, actually, I'm not even gonna shout him out. I'm actually not even gonna. It was gonna be like a negative shout out, but I'm
Who?
not gonna.
Let me see.
No. It's not even. It's like a guy that wasn't even on our draft board.
Oh.
His would go crazy in the
Yeah,
frat
of course.
house. Last guy, John.
Another guy that will go crazy in the frat house. Jacob Toppin.
Jacob Toppin.
You get a Grady Dick and a Toppin Dick.
Toppin Dick.
Dick Toppin.
Oh, Dick Toppin. Oh, that's gonna go crazy. Triple double numbers.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.